Hello students, I hope you all are fine today. I am Shweta Srivastava from Vidya Balavan Senior Secondary School. Your science teacher is going to teach you an important topic, and our today's topic is what are acids and bases. Yes, by listening the word acid, you must be thinking of those dangerous acids that you must have heard about. But here we will learn about all those kinds of good acids or acids that are not harmful to us and even present in our bodies. So we will learn the nature, what are those types of acids as well as the bases. Why we are learning this topic? See, acids and bases are a very important part of our life. Why? I already told you that your body also contains certain kinds of acids, and that acids you have already learned in previous chapters. In digestion process, some acids are required to break down the food, and those kinds of acids are very useful to our bodies, as well as the bases. Bases also, there are some kinds of food that includes the bases. Also, there are some kinds like soaps, detergents, all those contains several kinds of bases. And acids have also a varied use in our day-to-day life. So let us start. What are the properties of acids and what are the properties of bases? First of all, we will go through the acids. Before learning the properties, we should know what are the different kinds of acids that are present in our surrounding. The first one is organic acids. Organic acids are basically those acids that we obtain from plants as well as animals. For example, the curd, you must have eaten the curd. The curd contains the lactic acids, as well as the citrus fruit like the lemon, those contain the citric acid that you are obtaining, and that is actually very good for your health. So those are the organic acids that you are consuming in our day-to-day life to keep yourself healthy. The next one is the mineral acids. The name itself suggested. Mineral acids are those acids that we obtain from minerals. They are also known as inorganic acids. For example, the hydrochloric acid that we are not obtaining naturally, but we are making it, or that is obtained from the minerals. Several kinds of minerals. So this is all about the organic and mineral acids. Two kinds of acids. First one is organic and the second one is the mineral acids. Let us proceed towards the properties. What are the nature of acids? The first nature is it has a sour taste. Sour, you can say, like you are eating the curd, it has a sour taste. So acids have generally the sour taste. Not everything that tastes sour is acid, but acids, the general nature, 90% of acids are sour in taste. Our next property is acids are corrosive in nature. So what do you mean by corrosive? Corrosive is something that damage the other thing when they are coming in contact. So here acids have a corrosive nature. That means acids when come in contact with different kinds of substance damage those substances. So it is highly corrosive in nature. There are two categories in the corrosive nature also. The two types of acids, strong acid as well as weak acid. Yes, the strong acids such as hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, when they come in contact with several other things, are highly destructive in nature. They damage those things very harshly. While the weaker acids like citric acid, like the acetic acid, they are weaker acids. When they come in contact with several things, they are damaging them to a lesser extent. So, but basically acids have a corrosive nature, whether it is highly corrosive or whether it is low corrosive. They are corrosive in nature. Now the third property is solubility. Yes, acids are soluble in water. They are easily miscible in water. They are soluble in water. And all acids are soluble in water. That's why it is easy to do the reactions with acids, because they are easily soluble in water. You must have observed in lab there are two kinds of acids that are put there. For example, the diluted one and the concentrated one. So in diluted one, they have generally diluted with water. That is because it is soluble in water. That's why can be diluted easily. While the concentrated one doesn't have that much amount of water. Just because of the nature of solubility, it can easily be make or do any kind of reaction. Now the examples of acids. There are many kinds of acids present here. For example, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, hydrochloric acid that are used in various purposes for making certain kinds of food materials, for making different kinds of cosmetic products, for making different things that we use in our day-to-day life. So this is all about the properties of acids. This is about the types of acids that we have learned about. Now we will proceed towards the next category, that is the bases. Yes, bases have a highly usage in your day-to-day life. Basically the soaps, the detergents that you are using in your homes are the basis products. So let us see, it is also of two types, strong bases and weak bases. Strong bases such as NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide, and weak base, that is CaOH, calcium hydroxide. So bases are also of two types. Of course, the name suggested strong acid and strong bases and weak bases. The bases which have a characteristics of high OH ions. Yes, now a new term I have introduced, that is OH minus ions. What do you mean by OH minus ions? Bases have OH minus ions. That means when this basis will be put it in any kind of liquids or in any kind of mixture, they will separate out as Na plus ions and OH minus ions. So those chemicals that separate out, that gives out the OH minus ion in solution are known as bases. Similarly, acids give H plus ion. As you can see here, sulfuric acid or nitric acid, HNO3. Nitric acid is HNO3. So HNO3 gives H plus ion in solution. So that's why it is an acid. But here sodium hydroxide gives OH minus ion. So that is a property of bases. It gives OH minus ion in any kind of solution. Now we will see the properties of bases. What are the different properties of bases? Let us proceed. The first one, it tastes bitter. Yes, now I have put it in a comparison form. Our acids were sour in taste, while our bases are bitter in taste. Yes, it tastes bitter. I don't know if you have tasted the soaps or detergents, but if all of a sudden or by accident it falls on your mouth, it tastes a little bitter taste. So that is the one property of bases, that bases mostly have a bitter taste. Now the next one is slippery in nature. When I have already told you that soaps are bases, then soaps are of course the slippery nature. When we will wash it, the hands with the soap, they are slippery. Sometimes it falls off from our hands too. Why? Because they are slippery in nature. That's why it is the next property, that bases are slippery in nature. Next one is soluble as well as insoluble. In acids we have already learned the acids are soluble, but in bases some bases are soluble while some are not. The bases that are soluble are known as alkalis, while the bases that are insoluble, they are known by different names. So bases can be soluble as well as insoluble. The soluble bases are known as alkalis, while the insoluble bases, they are of different category. Now let us see the examples. So examples of bases are sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide. So hydroxide is basically just tells that OH minus ions will be released out. So that is the property of bases that we have already learned. So when you will see any hydroxide, that any chemical that is emitting out or that is separating into OH minus ion, that is the property of bases. So this is all about the bases. This is all about the acids. I hope you all have understood this, both acids and bases.